Hey folks, my name is Mike, amateur radio call sign KE0VIM, and I'm making a series of basic videos on ham radio for the non-ham. And today we're going to discuss why anyone would get into ham radio when we have things like these that we carry in our pockets on a daily basis. With this kind of connection to an informational system, why would anyone ever need ham radio? It's a great question. These things are amazing. I love mine. Like everyone else, I get all kinds of information through this little device and its connection to the rest of the world. We do a lot of traveling. We do all kinds of planning, navigation. I'm constantly looking at weather maps, at news sites to know what's going on around me. And the connection that this provides is absolutely invaluable to anyone's daily operation. But its greatest strength is also its biggest weakness. Its connection to the rest of the world. It is 100% based on a commercial service, which can go down at any time. And it doesn't take a big world-ending SHTF event to shut down internet in your area. It can be a simple weather event. It can be a simple electrical event. There are all kinds of reasons that can cause this to go down. We've all had experiences where we've traveled to places where we didn't have this service. So the thing that ham radio can still do for you today is give you an increased level of independence, of self-reliance to be able to communicate locally, regionally, and globally on your own with your own system. When I communicate with other hams, it's my radio and my antenna talking directly to their antenna somewhere else in the world, oftentimes somewhere else in this country, anywhere in this country. So in any kind of regional internet outage here, I can still communicate out. I still have ways I can send emails, I can send voice messages, I can send images. There's ways to do this without having any access to the internet. If these wonderful devices have no service, they're a paperweight. I mean, there's very little that it can do for us if it doesn't have connection to a cell tower. There was an incident just recently here where a family got their vehicle stuck somehow in Death Valley National Park. And the way they got help was by calling on a ham radio, and ended up making contact with someone in Ohio. He was able to communicate his basic situation, his problem, and his location to this gentleman in Ohio, who was then able to contact authorities in California, and the National Park Service Rangers were able to go locate the family and rescue them. There was another situation with a family who got stuck in snow. I forget where this one was. It was an older couple. And they were out west somewhere and got stuck in snow, towing their RV. They then unhooked from their RV to try to drive away from it to get help, and then got stuck in their tow vehicle, and they basically froze to death in their vehicle there. And it would have been a life-saving skill to be able to make contact using your own communication system without dependence on the cellular network, which they undoubtedly did not have. So that in itself is a good reason to get into ham radio. Now it is a hobby, and it does take a hobbyist to get really proficient in all the different modes and all the different bands and all the different ways that you can communicate in ham radio. It does require you to get a license to be able to transmit, and to be proficient at it, you need to be practiced at it. So I would encourage anyone who is interested to test, to get their license, and start learning. This is Mike, KE0VIM. Look for more videos in the future. Basic ham radio for the non-ham.